Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Crafting with Paul. Now I have been a bit naughty this week and I've already shared this Furry Friends album sneak peek with you, and this is going to be the base for my International Scrapbooking Day album. So this year I'm going to be making a graduating page album. Now this cutting guide will be available in my Facebook group in Paper Crafting with Paul just before International Scrapbooking Day, which is on Saturday, and I'll be making a Graphic 45 album with you. But Graphic 45, when you buy a pad of their 12 by 12, there's plenty of pages. There are other companies which have fewer pages in their collections, Echo Park being one of them. So I've shown you can make one with just one pad of stamp area, and it's an economical album because I want it to be an album you can make with any collection. So I've used Little Explorer, and because we've got 3 sheets of journal cards things, I was a bit worried with this one, but I needn't have been. I have managed to make that album again using just one pad of Echo Park. So this is what we've come up with, and I gotta be honest, I didn't need to worry. I've still got 2 full sheets of 12 by 12, plus I changed my mind at one point. I've still got some large pieces. Now this was an 8 by 6 piece, which could have gone on the front. I was debating at one point, and I've still got a couple of sheets left and some stickers, so I may add some more animals and things and borders maybe to this. But you can see, oh, I've got another sheet and more large pieces, so I can make some maybe more tags and things to go into this album. So I just want to show you I needn't have worried. I had plenty of paper. So if you've got one of these Echo Park, Ciao Bella type collections, this is the album for you, because although it uses very little paper, it doesn't look like it, because let's have a look. So I've continued that paper all the way around and used one of the journal cards on the back. But when you open the album, you know, it's not a small one, it's not a tiny one, but when you open it up, you'll see these pages are nice full pages and useful as well, because it's been designed to fit some 6 by 4 cards. So let's find, there's a 6 by 4 journal card here, so I can show you what we can do. I have also used the Mexican pocket tag dies by Cool Cats Crafts quite a bit in my albums this year. It's an optional extra, but I'll have a link in the description below if you want to get those dies, where you can get them as well. So that's what this pocket is from. So in the tutorial, I will just show you how to do the large pocket, or in the cutting guide, it'll just be this big pocket. But in the decorating video, I'm planning on showing you how to get this pocket out of the paper as well. So you're not using extra paper, you're getting it out of the same paper. And from the same die set, I've also made some hidden paper clips out of some of the journal cards as well. So you can tuck things in there, and you can tuck things in the pocket, and there's plenty of space for 6 by 4 photos, portrait style, in this album, so you can add a few in there. Then moving on to page 1, you can see why it's called the graduating page album. It's all very even. The maths of this I really enjoyed. It really is a maximizing paper album, so please do watch the decorating video and you'll see how it all came together and how my brain was working at the time. I've used one of the 6 by 4 journal cards here and turned it into a little V-shaped pocket. If you don't want a V-shaped pocket, you can just keep it as a rectangle and just not do this bit and just cover it in rectangles. So if you're a beginner, that could be a little bit easier. but it is nice and simple and adds a bit of interest. A 6x4 card goes in nicely there as well. So a 6x4 photo will as well. And the same then, when it opens up, you can put your 6x4 photos straight onto the black cardstock. You don't need your papers here. So if you want to save a bit more papers, you can leave that out. Each of the pages is also a pocket page, so you can put some photos inside there or some photo mats. The back piece, this is a 3x4 card, but also your 6x4 again will fit in there with that V-shaped pocket. So the front and back I've kept the same there. So we had the horizontal pockets, but I'll also show you how to get the vertical ones as well. And again, 6x4 photo will fit in. I've used one of the stickers there, that's just flat, you can't tuck anything in. Again, a pocket page. The back then, in the Furry Friends one, I did some photo slots. In this one, I've put a little pocket. And again, you can put your 3x4 photos in, but you can also fit a 4x4 because it's a 4¼ inch pocket. You could fit a 4x4 photo into the pocket. 6x4 does fit, but it's going to stick out the top of your album for this one because the pocket is higher. So we've got some journal card spacing and another of those hidden paper clips. There we go. And here we go with the giraffe page. So we've got a journal card, another 6x4 journal card in there. It was waiting for us. Another 6x4 space here. So we've added this flap. You can leave this flap off, but this flap coming up, you can add because the front and the back of each of these can be covered using just one 12x12 if you haven't got this flap on. So we've got a nice vertical pocket there with this keeping things safely inside, and then it lifts up for a photo space on the top and a pocket on the bottom so you can put some more photos in here. Again, a pocket page so you can add more things inside here. In my Echo Park one, I've left this just as a 4x4 photo space because we had quite a lot of bulk here and we've got more flaps here, so that's kept nice and flat. And I love with Echo Park 2 what the paper matching across was easy. You don't really have to think much about it. This one, nice big pocket here. This is the biggest of the pages, but I've also added a little pocket here so we can add some more. And it opens up, nice space for 6x4 photo. It's a photo slot one, so if I want to take it out, I can, and put in a different photo. And then the bottom piece, again, is a pocket. Now, if you haven't watched already, go back on my channel, have a look at the Furry Friends by Stamperia version, and you'll see how this page can be used if you've got a full 12x12 image. You can have it going upright. And then on the back, finished off with just nice rectangular pockets here to put our 6x4 photos in. I think, oh, and you can fit your 5x7s into this one. And of course in the back one. Another hidden paper clip and a couple of the stickers. This is from the sticker sheet as well, the adventure. I've got a pocket here I've added on, but also a little flap. So we've got a nice big pocket here for your larger items. 5x7 photos, as I said, will fit both of these, or a little bit larger with that. And that's it. That's my Little Explorer album ready for International Scrapbooking Day. So join me on Saturday where you can work along with me. You can make your base. You can add the same flaps and pockets as I have if you want, but if you follow just the top part, you'll be able to make a very economical base and decorate it as you wish. So have a look in the description below for lots of handy links, and join me in my Facebook group, Paper Crafting with Paul, where you'll find this cutting guide pop up closer to the day, and you can start cutting your pieces out if you want, or just wait for me on Saturday. So if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and a comment below. If you're as excited for International Scrapbooking Day as I am, let me know what you're up to in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified then of when the final project goes live. So thank you for watching. Join me in the Facebook group, and I'll see you all again on Saturday.